beautiful.
I know. It is amazing.
It's really gonna help the farm out.
Yes.
Production. It's not those.
Well, I feel like it should pay for itself at least in probably the first 4 years.
I'm hoping it pays for itself in the first, let me say, when I start to work on it, I hope it pays for itself in a day.
Now, you guys have seen the spray coops and the combines that we've been interested in. We own a spray coop, it's just these spray coops are about the same money as ours did, and they're newer. And
well, one of them did.
One of them did.
The other ones were more.
And we got what we had purchased loaded up on our trailer.
Professionally tied down, it ain't coming off.
So, I think we'll show you guys when we get home what we bought. But you guys be thinking right now what we actually bought. Because it was a real deal.
It was.
It's actually going to pay for itself.
We think it's going to help pay for itself.
Yes.
You'll see.
You guys have had a little bit of time to think about what we have purchased, and it will improve operations dramatically. And you may think, Emerson, you already have a 20-foot bean head and you have a 25-foot bean head, and we just added another 20-foot bean head to the collection. But that is not what we're here for. We've never bought a head trailer for our 25-foot bean head. So look what this bean head came with. A head trailer. And guess how much moolah we paid for this outfit? We couldn't build a head trailer cheaper than, we only paid $400 for this whole outfit. Now, since we don't farm in a very large radius, that we don't need some high-tech, with all 4 wheels functioning trailer. Really, we just need about 3.5 of the wheels working right to get where we need to go.
From Central City, Kentucky, the home of True Vine Farms, the one and only Farmer King.
Well, after further evaluation, we have to make a really important decision. Do we just take the bean head to the junkyard, or do we take them both to the junkyard?
No. Have you told them what we're doing with it?
Well, I told them, yes, I pretty much summed it all up that we paid $400 for the outfit.
Yeah, we'll be real, $410. So
a $10 online buyer fee.
They have 4 auctions a year, and this one was in the last auction and it only sold $300, and so they didn't sell it. So I put a $400 bid in on it, and looked late in the afternoon we bought it. So $410, we were out, I don't know, say $20 in fuel going to get it. And no, we're not buying a fleet of combines.
Unfortunately.
Of 16 series combines to run all these heads.
Yeah.
This head, we'll probably take, if this cover is still good, take this cover.
I think these hoses look pretty shot.
Yeah, so we're probably going to take that pump off.
I told them we're going to take all the key components off that are still good.
Maybe this cover, because it's not busted. I'm not saying we could ever sell it, but these wobble boxes are like $1,100 used. I'll take $500 and I'll sell you that one. I'll take it off for you. That's why we bought it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's, yeah, one man's junk is another man's treasure.
Not to mention, we've probably been bidding on header carts for the last
2 years.
2 years, and everybody bids $100 higher than us because we're not there at the auction. We just put a max bid in.
And well, we go 10 miles a year, so we don't really need a nice head trailer. And they actually did come down this auction. One of them brought $800. But when you're on a budget and you're starting out, maybe you got to put a little elbow grease in to make things work, and that's what this is, a little elbow grease.
Now, since you guys have gone to look at our beautiful auction present, now we are back on our good old planner. Just a little bit every day adds up. After a lot of days, you get a lot more done in a lot of days. But we have been blessed. We talked to a company at the Farm Machinery Show, and we have been blessed with them to give us some products to advertise for them. Because you see, there's no more row units on the thing. And unfortunately, what you're thinking is not true. We did not get all electric, decked out, brand new row units. But we got something that's going to make our row units seem brand new.
Yes.
So what we got here is Precision Planting Solutions parallel arm bushings. These things are a great investment. They're expensive, but they are a great investment. We have them on our double trouble bean planter that will now be for sale when we get ready to list it for sale. But you can pick these up at Precision Planting Solutions, or you can get them at SI Distributing. Or if you want it to, you can be like us and talk to the guy that made them. You can call Ron on the phone and get some.
Yeah, he'll sell them to you. Ron's the one that made them. He's Precision Planter Solutions. Call him up. Did you tell him what all the other stuff he had?
Well, if I remember right, on the row closing brackets, he makes the bushings.
It's the whole thing. It's a new thing. If you don't have cast, it's... don't quote me on it. Get on the website and look. But if you've got cast ones, the bigger ones, you can just put the kit in, I think. But like these that are the thin metal, it's the whole thing. You just take the whole thing off and put the new on, and it has the same kind of bushings on there.
Yeah, and I'll put all the links in the description and all that where you guys can go and look for yourself on the interweb.
Yeah, and so you can buy the arms already made, brand new arms with bushings in them.
Which we should have done. I feel like that would have been a good investment, but we'll just show you. So, or you can be like us and go the money saving route, because you know we are on a budget here, and you can just buy the bushings and all that, and then you have to remount your mounting plate and all your arms to fit the right size bushings and install them all yourself.
Which we'll show you how to do it. It's not that hard. As you can see, we've been working.
Yeah, see? Precision Planter Solutions provided us with 8 rows worth of bushings. So what we decided to do is we're going to do 4 on what would be the pull units, and we're going to do 4 on the push units. So right now we're working on the first 4 on the back, and we've already drilled and reamed them. Don't miss out, there's still a lot more drilling and reaming to do. But we are mounting the arms back on the brackets, and then we're going to take our fancy ceiling crane that's magically turned into wheels on the ground, and is also known as a motor hoist, and we're going to lift the row units back up there and stick them on. We did learn this the hard way, is we've put the arms on the back 2 row units, and we're doing the 2 row units right now, but on the back we did put the arms on backwards, so we had to take them back off and, you know, put them on the right way. So make sure you pay attention to which direction your arms are pointed, because you can screw it up.
You can put them on backwards. So our process is there's certain size shims that go on here, and I lost the instructions.
So we had to order or print new instructions.
So I had to call Ron today, and he emailed them right over. And so we'll put a little red Loctite on there, and then we use an impact. But we just run them up with an impact
And then we tighten them, like torque them down with the,
we don't hammer on them with the impact. We just run them up because you got to be careful. Have you showed them what it looks like?
No. Oh my, this is so complicated. Got so much stuff in my hands. So here's your magical piece, right? With this arm, get a life, and there you go. It's going to come back and hit me in the head.
See, that bushing goes in there like that, and so if it gets like this and you impact it, you'll break these. So we just get them started and run them up, and then we torque them.
We use our arms and manual labor.
Manual labor.
And we torque them down.
You know what kind of chip you're supposed to have?
What?
The chip pattern.
You're supposed to have big chips and not little chips, because if you have big chips, well, if you have little chips, you're letting it bounce and it vibrates a little bit.
You know what kind of chips you're supposed to have on a lathe?
Probably big chips. Like straight one.
6s and 9s.
Whatever that means.
The machinist out there will know.
So I'm going to explain this to the best of my God-gifted ability to be able to explain how this works. Is basically we reamed out this plate and this arm for these bushings to go in, and so this bolt that goes through the plate was reamed out to fit this shoulder on the bolt. You may be able to see it right there. And then this arm was reamed out to fit the bushing right there. So basically this bushing is going to bottom out on when it hits this plate because they were not reamed the same size. And then right here, the space that's left is you got your two washers and that little gap where it can't go any farther because it bottomed out. And that is how your bushing works. So when this all wears out, you should just be able to replace the egg-shaped piece. What's that?
The bushing and that. But see, look, it moves and no side-to-side play. This is side-to-side, but no back and forth. To where this one, what do we do to this one?
I don't know, we had to look.
We put all new bushings in it.
Like all your Kinsey parallel, the bushings that are $2.50.
Yeah, and what does it do? What?
You need help?
Look there. Show them the movement in the arms. You see one moving?
That is unacceptable on this farm. That's why we're doing 8 rows. So we're doing the 8 outside so that way people can't see the unacceptableness from the road.
Yeah. And we figure the outside ones are the ones that's going to, since we're new to this size planer, there's probably going to be a learning curve of making sharp corners. And so we feel like the outside rows may need it the most.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is the end of the video. My GoPro just went dead, so we're doing it with the good old iPhone. But with Precision Planer Solutions, those bushings that we installed on the Kinsey, those are not the first ones we've had here on the farm. Our double trouble planer that is now sold. So if you guys were interested, I'm sorry, it's gone. But we did install them on that planer last year, and we put 160 acres on them. You couldn't tell they were used at all. So we have faith that they are good bushings, they are good design, and it'll work great. And hopefully throughout the years, maybe every year we can do another 8 rows, because 31 rows is a lot of drilling and a lot of work to do all at one time. So we may steadily work our way through it. So big thank you to them for providing us with those 8 bushings to show you guys how they work in the installation process if you do it on your own. So thank you to them guys. And real quick, I saw this Instagram reel, and I know we ain't done a devotional in a long time on the channel, which is not good. We need to get back trying to share the word a little bit. So one thing I want to talk about too is I saw it on Instagram reel, and it just sort of hit me like I need to say something. So in the reel, it was talking about how things go on in your life, whether it be business, personal, whatever. They're talking about how God is a backstage operator, which I believe in. And what I mean by that is that you may not understand fully what's going on in your life at that given point, or maybe why you're not growing in acres, or why, just whatever, personal reasons that you may be going through. But he's a backstage operator, moving things around, doing this and that, and you may not understand it all at the same time, but eventually he will open up the curtains to you, and you'll look back on those times and you'll see why he did this or maybe did that, and you'll understand then. So just because you're going through a hard time now, or you may not be going through a hard time, you never know. You never know what people are going through when they're going through it. So with that being said, don't get in a rush. Don't get in a panic. Let God do his thing, and everything will work out how it's supposed to. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, faith, family, farming. See you in the next one.